What if I told you that in the space of 6 months that we were able to increase the number of keywords that rank in the top 1 to 3 spot on Google by over 1,440%? What if I also told you that we were able to increase traffic by over 982% in this same 6-month period, all with just posting a few pieces of content per month? I'm going to share with you the 3 steps that we followed to achieve these sorts of results. So let's go. So a few months ago, we had a client come to us who had flatlined when it came to their keywords ranking on Google, as well as their monthly traffic was just kind of stuck at a certain level. And we started posting content consistently every single month to feed the Google algorithm. And you can see here that when we started, we were ranking for 5 keywords. And at the end of 6 months, we were ranking for 77 keywords that were all within the top 1 to 3 spots on Google. That's over a 1,440% increase in keywords ranking in the top 3 in the space of only 6 months. Not only did we help them increase their keyword profile, but we were also able to add a lot of intent-based, relevant monthly traffic to their website. You can see here on this chart that when we started, we were bringing in about 102 hits per month on the blog posts that we were writing. And now, 6 months later, we're bringing in over 1,104 unique visitors to the website. This traffic that we were able to generate in the space of 6 months now makes up over 42% of this client's total traffic. And we did all of this with just posting a few pieces of content per month. So the question is, how exactly did we do this? The very first step that we followed was to take a look at the existing keywords that this website was already ranking for. The reason why we do this is we want to find out what arena these guys are actually playing in. This is one of the biggest mistakes that we see most SEOs and companies make, is that they focus on keywords that are just way too competitive or outside of the arena that they're even able to compete in. So how exactly do you find out what keywords you're ranking for? Here I am inside of SEMrush, which is a tool that helps you to find out information about keywords, traffic, and a whole bunch of other things. So here inside of SEMrush, if you click on the domain overview and type in your domain, you'll be able to see this list here of top organic keywords that you're ranking for. So if you were to click view the details, what it's going to do is list out all the keywords that your website is ranking for. So inside of here, you could export all of this information to an Excel sheet, and you could do some filtering, and you could find out which keywords are ranking and what their keyword difficulty is, which is a fancy word for saying how competitive is this word. Or better yet, you can come to bkacontent.com and we'll give you a free SEO audit where we'll actually take a look at your website and show you the average keyword difficulty that you're actually ranking for already. So for example, you can see that this client that we did help had keywords in the top 3 that had a keyword difficulty of 21, and across the board they were in that 20 to 25 range of keyword difficulty. This gives us an idea of the arena that this website is playing in. So in order to get the sort of traction that we showed you that we were able to get, we focused on keywords that had keyword difficulty between 20 and 30. We didn't go any higher than that because these guys are not in that arena. But over time, as you win more and more words and as that keyword difficulty raises, now you have an opportunity to be able to compete for higher competition keywords. Understanding the arena of competition that you can play in is so crucial to being able to see good SEO results, just like we've shown you here. We've actually created a great video that goes over how to find low competition keywords once you've figured out what arena that you're playing in. So make sure that you look in the description below. I've got a link there to that video so that you can learn even more about how to pick low competition keywords. So after you've determined the arena that you're playing in and you've selected some good low competition keywords, step 2 is to create and consistently post high quality content that is intent based and that is focused on low competition keywords to your site every single month. It's important to understand that we are not talking about copy and pasting from ChatGPT. What Google wants is high quality content that is intent based, meaning that the intent matches the search query of the user. So if the keyword intent is a commercial intent, so it would mean that you would want to create a piece of content that has a commercial focus to match the commercial intent of a keyword. Because the Google algorithm is an algorithm, it means that it's hungry. It wants to be fed information all the time. So the consistent posting of content is key to make sure that you can wake up that algorithm and keep that algorithm fed to be able to reward you with higher keyword rankings, which result in more traffic to your website. Now we get asked a lot of times, is there a magic number of how many pieces of content that I should post per month? And the answer is it depends. If you haven't posted content ever, then you need to just start slow because you probably don't have a lot of content on your website. Now, if your website is much more established and you have been posting a lot more content consistently over the years, then you can be putting out a lot more content to be able to increase and speed up the results that you can see on Google. If you're not quite sure where your website fits in, come on over to BKA Content and we'll give you a free SEO content audit where we'll take a look at your website, show you what content's actually working, and then give you expert recommendations on what we could do to be able to take your website to the next level. So once you've determined the arena that you can play in, and then you start posting high quality content every single month consistently, the third step is then to track that content. Now, what do I mean by tracking your content? What I mean is that you're going to take a look and see over time how these keywords are performing. So here at BKA Content, we track all of the performing pages that we are running campaigns for our different clients. So for example, here's this client that we're talking about and showing the results from. So we have a URL here that shows what they're ranking for. Here's all the keywords that they're ranking for with the monthly search volumes and the KD ratios. And what this helps us to do is it helps us to see, does Google understand this URL to be about a specific theme of keywords, or is Google confused, right? So if all these keywords are similar and they're going after the same intent and they basically mean the same thing, then we know that we've done a great job and Google knows what this page is about. But if we see a lot of mixed keywords in here, this would give us an opportunity to make a few different SEO decisions. Number one, should we refocus the content on some words that it's ranking for that get better search volume? Or number two, should we branch off and create a whole new piece of content about this different keyword cluster subset that Google is actually latching onto? Tracking this sort of data is so important to be able to help you to get the most out of your content. A huge mistake that most SEOs and business owners make is that they just focus on net new content creation. Now, don't get me wrong, net new content creation should be a part of every single SEO content strategy because Google's algorithm needs new content all the time. If you don't feed the algorithm, your website will see decay over time when it comes to keyword profile rankings as well as traffic. So if you don't want that to happen, which you don't, you need to make sure that you're posting content every single month. But once you've posted that content, you got to take a look at it. It takes time for the Google algorithm to make sure it understands what your content even means. And so by being able to go back and track it, you can get so much more out of your content and help your existing content to rank even higher over time. And again, if this is something that you're struggling with, come on over to bkacontent.com. We'd love to give you a free SEO audit to show you what we could do to help you in this realm. By following these 3 steps, you'll be able to create and implement a content strategy that wins. I hope this video has been helpful and that by sharing these 3 main steps with you, that you can see the foundation that every good content strategy needs to have in order to see amazing results. Thank you so much for joining me today, and if you have any questions or comments or concerns, make sure that you leave those in the comments section, and make sure that you hit like and subscribe to this video so that you can be notified when we put out more helpful content like this. Thanks so much for joining us today, and we'll see you on the next video.